Pygmalion in the classroom or in an office or even at home. This is a quick summary video. Keep watching. Meet our two experimenters. Robert Rosenthal, he is a social psychologist. Leonore Jacobson, elementary school principal. Both of them are thought leaders, educationalists, and social reformers. The two traveled to elementary schools all across America, north to south, east to west. They told elementary school teachers the name of the students they thought would become late bloomers based on the scores on a pre-test. Sandra, Joseph, Cara, Phillips, Alice are going to be late bloomers. The teachers were, however, puzzled. How could this be possible? In reality, Rosenthal and Jacobson had picked up 5 students at random. The test was just a fake. And Jacobson and Rosenthal made the teachers believe that these children were future of America. The teachers believed in them and would continue to teach their classes for that year. 8 months later, the students were tested again. Surprise, surprise, the students expected to be late bloomers ended up performing academically better than the rest of the students. Wow! The teachers, the students, the parents, everybody was surprised and equally thrilled with the results that finally came out. So how did this happen? After the experiments, Rosenthal and Jacobson came up with the Pygmalion effect to explain what was happening in the classroom. Pygmalion effect phenomenon states that higher expectations leads to an increase in performance. And here's the conclusion. The teachers may have unknowingly treated these 5 late bloomers differently from the rest of the class, whether they simply taught these 5 students harder material or treated them with more sincerity by awarding them more compliments like, "Fantastic job, Sandra." Let's understand Pygmalion even better. I'm going to use 3 simple examples here. The first one is as a parent at home, how Pygmalion works. Second one is as a teacher, a little more explanation from whatever we have seen in the video. And the last one is at workplace, as managers, how Pygmalion works. Let's get started. In Greek mythology, in the ancient times, there was a sculptor, his name was Pygmalion. He sculpted out a beautiful lady from the rock. It was so beautiful, it almost looked real. It was in fact very real. Pygmalion fell in love with his own creation and he prayed every single day. He wanted this sculpture to come to life. The goddesses of love and beauty, Aphrodite, saw Pygmalion's devotion and he granted him his wish. This rock statue came to life and it became a real lady. Higher the expectation, higher the performance. The expectation which Pygmalion had that this statue should come to life finally gave life to the stone. Did you know if somebody believes in us, somebody trusts us, somebody sets higher expectations for us, our performance improves significantly? Yes, my dear friend. In psychology, this is called as the Pygmalion effect. In 1968, Robert Rosenthal, who was a social psychologist, and Leonore Jacobson, she was an elementary school principal, they worked together and came up with this amazing study. And after that, they reinforced that Pygmalion truly works. Higher the expectation leads to higher the performance or improved performance. If our parents, our teachers, our bosses has higher expectations with us, we automatically deliver much more better. This Pygmalion is a self-fulfilling prophecy by itself. In this family of 2 children, parents believe the first child is very intelligent, very smart and very capable. And this influences their behavior and their actions towards the child. They motivate the child, they inspire the child, their actions all keep the child very inspired. The child now starts to work much more harder to meet up the parents' expectations, and now the results come out. The child is definitely done much more better, the grades are much more higher. This reinforces the fact in the parents that yes, I told you so, right? See this one, the elder child is much more smarter, and thus this becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, also called as the Pygmalion effect. On the other hand, the parents don't think much about the second child. They think the child is slow, not as very smart as the first one, and this reflects in the parents' behavior and the actions towards this child. The child is also demotivated, not inspired enough to work as hard as the elder one, and the scores, the marks, the grades to prove that. And this once again reinforces in the parents that yes, this particular child is not very good enough, this child is very, very average. So once again, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, the Pygmalion effect. Back to the classrooms, teachers also knowingly or unknowingly practice Pygmalion. They have certain set of students whom with actions and their behaviors, they inspire the child, they motivate the child, they tell him you can do better. You can score more marks. You should become number one. You should score full marks. And the child, just to meet up the expectations of the teacher, starts working harder, spends more amount of time studying their subjects, and the marks are much more higher. And once again, the self-fulfilling prophecy. Whereas, on the other hand, when teachers also come up with these things, okay, this child might not do very well. This child is a little slow. And the same is reflected in their results. Once again, Pygmalion at work. This is also called as the Golem effect. It's the exact opposite of Pygmalion effect. Golem effect states that lower the expectation leads to lower performances. Golem effect can be experienced at professional workplaces also. If an employee or the boss thinks the employee is not good enough, the junior will not be able to do it, doesn't believe in this capabilities, and the same thing comes out. The employee is not able to do well, the junior doesn't perform much more better. It's again reinforcing, again a self-fulfilling, the opposite of Pygmalion is taking place. Whereas the manager believes the team can do better, this person can do amazingly well. They work really hard to prove their expectation of their bosses. Again, the Pygmalion at play. So Pygmalion is all about higher the expectation leads to higher the performance.
Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Sachin and I am a life coach. I use games, activities and exercises to teach young champions valuable life skills and study skills which help them become number one in studies and number one in life. Continue to watch our videos, share them, subscribe to our channel and please do comment. It'll help us, it'll inspire us to make more good content like this. Thank you so much for watching our channel. Also do visit our website. Thank you so much.